All right, so for the laugh, there's two laughs that Heath does in The Dark Knight. And I explained how to do this before. There's the one where he enters the... Hey, get down. Good girl. There's the one where he enters the room with the mobsters, right? And... You don't like that? Can you guys see her? Let's see how loyal, hungry dog really is. Or whatever. Out of practice. Hopefully you guys can see me. All right. So for that, all I'm really doing is grinding the voice like and then I ramp it up for volume. All right. Let me let her out. Go on. Go get her. All right. And then you amplify it. From your chest. So if you're gonna yell at someone, when you sing, you want to sing from your diaphragm. There's hey, you can yell at someone. Hey, you can feel it coming from your throat. Then your chest, hey, and then diaphragm, hey. I mean, you want to burst it out. So when he does that a lot, it's from the diaphragm, from the chest. And I always noticed about him that he seems to have like an external volume about him. And in that documentary I just told you about, someone said that he seemed to have like a resonance in his voice, like he had a subwoofer on the outside of him. His voice just resonates, which really aids in his character and his voice. So it's just get it in your throat. And in your chest. How do I get that tone? How do I get that certain note? I don't know. I just do it. It's going to be more difficult for the girls because you have a female voice. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. Just like I could not do an impression of a female vocalist. How do you do it? I don't know. So you got to kind of have the voice to begin with, I think. But I think with practice you can get it. Anyway. So, and then you've got to study his notes. His note choice. So I noticed he goes, I mean, you could go, or and open your mouth more, because if you open your mouth more, it's like, he kind of falls out, When I listen to myself in the playback, it sounds pretty good. And then when I compare it to the actual movie, not as good. I'm a perfectionist. If I practiced, I'd be a lot better. But anyway, so you start with a little back of the throat. Just make that annoying sound. Like when you go to the doctor and they say start with that. And then amplify it and really focus on the side of it. So, back of the throat, right? Try that. I know it sounds annoying. Look at me. I'm putting this on YouTube. Am I embarrassed? No, I don't really care. So there's the laugh. And I noticed he goes, And he kind of drops out. So if you want to do it exactly like him, unless someone's got a TV right next to them or an iPad or something, they're not going to know what notes Heath did exactly. But he usually starts out with like, and you lose a little breath towards the end. You get a little deeper. All right, so there's that. The next one is the laugh that I really like. It's just crazy when he's in the semi-truck. And he goes, now there's a Batman. That was probably not that good, but you get the idea. When Batman's monopod or whatever it's called goes, and the Joker sees him. But when the helicopter crashes and it hits the street, the Joker loses his mind, laughter of success. And he starts to laugh. Now, you just go, ooh, right? Just do that. Make like a whistle sound. Ooh. Try and find the right pitch. Ooh. And then you ramp it up. Whoop. Whoop. Can you do that? You guys know that's what he's doing. That's how he starts it. Whoop. It sounds silly. Whoop. And then he gets into the laugh, which I don't know how I do it, but all I know is I'm just throwing as much breath and chest cavity and chaos and anything I can out of my chest and into my throat. And if you, it sounds like it would hurt your throat, but it really doesn't. So it's kind of like just throwing everything out, and like almost not a cough, but like a ah. I don't know what that's called, but once he meets the top, whoop, all right, I can feel my throat or larynx vibrate, because that's all in your throat. So I don't practice that. I'm trying to break it down. I'm making this up as I go. But like a witch laugh, I guess it would be something like that. So he loses his mind. Whoop! Right? So it's like a cackle, like a crow. Ah, caw, caw. I guess that's the best. Do like a crow. Caw, caw, caw. Now make it more. Ha! Whoop! How about that? Whoop! Was that good? All right. So any questions or comments, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Spread this channel around so we can grow. And I post a video up whenever I feel like it. If I had more subscribers, I'd probably do one once a week. But I have other YouTube channels that I'm working on. I didn't expect to get this many subscribers, so thank you guys so much. I really appreciate watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a safe and happy New Year. And here's to a great 2018. Take care, you guys, and I'll see you next time.